Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to Ask Think episode number 134 for Monday, December 29th, 2014. It's the final Ask Think of 2014, but that just means next week is the first one of 2015, so we have something to look forward to, right? Okay, so I asked you guys last week if you could meet, or I think the question actually was, if you could meet me, what would you do? And it couldn't be video games or something like that. But some people took it as if you could be any YouTuber, and I actually can't remember if I had said any YouTuber. I don't remember. Anyway, let's get on to that question. And the answers start with Peyton Yike. Said, I would introduce you to my brother, my best friend who also likes you, and we'd take a bunch of selfies and eat all kinds of junk and talk, and he'd get my phone number and text and Skype me 24/7. Well, a lot of the theming around it was eating stuff, so I really liked that. And also, this question was really cool because there were so many different answers. Really, I don't think there were any repeated answers, which was awesome. George Cavadias says, I would choose you and introduce you to my sister. She loves your videos, and pretty much all my friends, we all watch your videos and talk about them at school. And then I would probably go to an indoor trampoline place with me and other people who watch my vids. So it'd be a bunch of noodlers on trampolines, which sounds really fun. Ashley Sujin Kim said, if I would meet you on the street, I would introduce you to my family. Yell, first of all. Introduce me to her family, not the cat, thank you. Show me the creations of Papercraft and Noodle Bowl keychain and all this other stuff, and then ask for an autograph and a photo. Sarah Jane said, if I ever met you, I'd introduce you to my best friend, otherwise known as my sister, which is so sweet. She would show me her cooking skills and spend the rest of the day eating whatever she made and binge watching Modern Family reruns, and somewhere along the way might try and turn me into a Whovian, which is someone who watches Doctor Who. Cool Rosie would choose Paul Soares Jr. and would show him their skateboarding skills, which are okay, and then show them the Bean in Chicago. My wife went to it over the summer. And then also a museum because they're nearby the Bean. Jean Tan said, if I was with you for 3 hours, I would dance like I just don't care, because she goes to dancing class and is a really good dancer. I dance with you too, but I'm not that good of a dancer. But I like it. Rainbow Star 140 said, if I would have met you, I would begin our journey by taking you in town to show me the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It's not small and insignificant, but really bare and lacking leaves. But on the bright side, many different colors and a pretzel on top instead of a star. And then she'd show me her school is almost 100 years old with a cold cafeteria. And then the last thing is she'd show me a park where there's a small creek that goes under the park itself and starts and ends, well, she has no idea where. PJ Quinn says, if I were to meet a YouTuber, you, Stampy, iBallistic Squid, or Dan the Diamond Minecart, they would shove us into a basement, lock us up so that they could keep us forever. That's not part of the deal. Anish Shah would invite Stampy to come to Chicago and would introduce him to healthy food because he's always eating cake, and then they'd go to the Sears Tower and eat cake anyway. Don Liu would meet Ryan Higa, also known as Niga Higa, on YouTube, and they would go in front of KFC and dress as chickens and do the chicken dance. Impossible Dreamer Mythical Beast said if they could spend 3 hours with me, they would introduce me to their dog, because none of their family watches my channel. But anyway, Jack does. Show me some drawings and give them to me, and last of all, just chat, because they'd like to get the opportunity to know me, which is really awesome. Steph Arts says, if you came to where I live to visit me, I would show you the Northwoods of my state so you could get out of the busy city, and then they would take me to the city's local ice cream shop, and it's the best ice cream ever, and that is so thoughtful to take me somewhere that I'm not normally in, so I could escape the city. Sarah Jeremiasen says that she would choose Stampy as well and show him a drawing of his skin and introduce him to her little brother, who is a big fan, and would hug him and just stand there and stare at him because neither of them would believe that they met Stampy. Moonlit Star would scream their head off, jump onto me, go up to Kopi, give her a treat, or could go meet Zexy Zek because they live kind of close. Marina, kinda cool, says if I met you, I would bring you to a large animal sanctuary where all the animals are free to roam around, which sounds awesome. And then we'd go to the grocery store and get a cart load full of Nutella, whipped cream, and caramel apples. And then we would go with her friends, meet them, and eat cotton candy with whipped cream. Again, with the junk food theme. Wow, that is a sugar bonanza? I was gonna say funanza, which kind of works as well. Ankle Support says if I could spend 3 hours with you, I would probably just say hi and not be able to say the rest of the words right because I'm extremely shy. She would show me all the fan art she's ever made and introduce me to Ashland21, the friend that she plans to start YouTube with. Evie MSC says, I would take you to this awesome place in Latvia called Riga Plaza. It's a huge place that has almost every shop you can think of. The toy shops have loads of Minecraft toys, and noodles that they have there are amazing. Then we go to their house and watch loads of Doctor Who. Mr. Sandman98 says, okay, you've been to UAE, but you haven't seen the other side of it. He would take me to the cafeteria next door to eat hide and seek. Yes, that's a sandwich. And then take me to the Irani bakery thing and feed me lots and lots and lots of shawarma and falafel. And then might make me try Emirati food like Gimat, Urgug, and Hraze. I promise that you will gain more than 5 pounds in a week. Noodles MC said, I would introduce you to my dad to show him the internet isn't such a bad place, that there's nice people like you. Aww. Widger says that she would take this weirdo named Think Noodles and draw cat faces on our faces with liquid eyeliner, show me her anime stuff, and explain all of her interests to me, then a few selfies and maybe a vlog from memories, and then end up showing her friends who have the same interests as me and show them that nerd. Me? I guess that's probably me. She'd prefer winter since we could build a cat snowman with her friends, then have a snowball fight, and then probably he could leave and my girl best friends and I can have a sleepover, which sounds like a packed day. Bagface Man would take me on a tour of England to see the sights, introduce me to his little brother who's a massive fan, and if there's no place you'd have to go in England, it's Cornwall, and he'd take me surfing in Cornwall, which I don't know much about Cornwall, but I imagine the water's really cold. Bill Latimer would meet Stampy. Sorry, Think I like British people. Aw, my accent's just not good enough for you. And would take him to his gigantic backyard and show him his favorite climbing trees and climb them and take him to Sky Zone. Snow Stiga would show me around the whole country. It's not too big and would take the most time to show me around Kariba and the Zambezi River, and make sure I'm aware of the crocodiles, since crocodiles are bad here in Zimbabwe. But it's such a beautiful country with really great wildlife. Panda Wolf Girl KK Cook Gamer said, I would first hug you, Think, then we would go to base side and 1 hour there, and then to the beach, and then walk around on the sand with her 3 best friends. Then the last 30 minutes would show me her baking skills, where she would make her snow, her truffles, and with a side of cocoa. Ian the Bat said we would play Monopoly for 3 hours, and then I would watch you rage when I break the rules. I'm just saying, you're assuming that you're gonna break the rules before I break the rules, so I might have you raging. Morel Dune would lock me up in a cage so they could live the rest of their days with me. And it's so funny because someone responded, he has a wife, and a dog, plus he has over 500,000 people he's made a promise to. Con Riley would meet me and Seth Bling and introduce us to their toilets? Okay, well, next week's question comes from Kyle vs. Gaming, and I think I wouldn't have asked this one last year because we weren't doing it last year yet, but this is a great one. Question to ask everyone: what is your New Year's resolution? Oh, and I also almost forgot. So I have to say what YouTuber I would meet, right? So I would, I've already met him, but I would want him to come here, and that's Dan, the Diamond Minecart. And what I would do is take him and his wife to a pizza place here in New York and force them to eat their pizza without ketchup. Because I saw a picture where they were eating pizza and putting ketchup on top. And I don't know if that's an English thing, but it's sort of, it's not allowed here in New York. I'll just say that. And I want to introduce them to some New York foods that are good enough that you don't have to put ketchup on top. Now, before we get to the questions, don't forget to leave your question in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this Ask Think are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. Now on to the questions, and the first one is from 1999 Blue, and it asks, what did you get for Christmas? Well, okay, so, I got a sound bar for my TV. I got a bunch of clothes. I got like a little Bluetooth speaker that I can bring like traveling or to the gym. I also got a pair of Beats wireless studio headphones from my wife, which is awesome. Pretty good Christmas. And also on Christmas Eve, I ordered myself an Xbox One. Jarek Ong says, what was the worst thing you got for Christmas? And I loved Stacy606's answer. And I'm not even going to answer the question. I just wanted to use sunglasses from a random guy. And I don't think it gets any worse than that. Claw Rage says, wow, the title of Ask Think was because of me. Anyways, how come you don't sound American to me? I'm British. I don't know. What does an American sound like to a British person? I mean, is it because I don't say, you know, y'all come back now, you hear? Is that what you expect from us, to have that like Western, Southern type of accent? Or something like, dude, totally, it's red, or something like that, like a California accent? I don't know. I definitely don't sound British. Morgan J says, wait a sec. If your wife and dog hate smoke, do you cook? Well, yeah, I do. I just usually try not to burn anything. Dragonflyer X says, is there any way you could ever make a more mature channel for games like COD and Destiny, or will that never happen? This question comes up every once in a while, and it's been a while since it's been asked, so I thought I'd answer it. I think the last time it kind of came around was when GTA 5 came out. And no, I'm not gonna do that. First of all, just because the way that I am and the way I like to play games, you know, those don't really fit. I can't really. I mean, there's such aggressive games. I can't really be myself in them, and it would be frustrating to watch me play COD if I was playing the way I normally play, you know, because I would be running around like, you know, putting a can on my head or something. You know, I know you can't do that, but that's what you know, if you could, that's what I would do in COD. You know, I wouldn't even spend much time killing people. It would be really frustrating to watch. But the other thing is, and people say, well, you know, you could do those games and then, you know, and then say that it's for older kids. But the thing is, all the younger kids will follow me. They'll know that I have this other channel. They like me, and they'll watch this mature gameplay, and I don't want that. Widgie6 asks, do you spell this color G-R-A-Y or G-R-E-Y? I don't know. I always have a problem with it whenever I'm about to type it. I think Minecraft uses the G-R-A-Y. I guess if I really had to guess, I would say G-R-A-Y. Lucy asks, hey, have you seen the plane that got lost a few days ago? I'm scared to go on a plane. What's your opinion? I might die. Yes, I did see that the plane that was lost from Surabaya to Singapore. I actually have a friend living in Surabaya, and we checked in and he wasn't on the flight, so we're good. But I'm not really that scared to fly on a plane. Now, that said, I'm not really keen on any airlines that are owned by Malaysian. I don't know if Malaysia Airlines is owned partially by the government, but I know AirAsia was or is. And so this is actually a lot more pertinent to us because We've already made plans to go back to Thailand in March. And we're going to be taking a flight from Thailand to Cambodia on Air Asia. We already booked the tickets. And my wife she already doesn't like flying. And she's a little bit nervous about flying that airline now. So we may have to change that flight to a different airline and mess with our travel plans because little worrisome. Ramon Ramirez says, think if you were to speak a different language, what would it be and why? I will pick Japanese. I would choose Chinese, although you didn't say why, but I would choose Chinese so that I could understand everything that her grandparents, or my wife's grandparents, say. They speak English too, but a lot of times they switch into Chinese and I can only catch little parts of it. Nova Cat asks, can you wink with both of your eyes? Yes, it's called blinking. Zach likes noodles, says, hey, think I have ScreenFlow 5. When I export a video in HD, it's not HD at all. Can you please help because there are no tutorials on ScreenFlow 5? First of all, I don't have ScreenFlow 5. I didn't upgrade because I don't use ScreenFlow anymore. I didn't want to pay the $39 or whatever it was for something I'm not going to use. So I don't know what templates they have for export, but what you're going to want to do, if I can remember, you're going to want to export into a different format. I don't know what their export options are at, but set the bitrate to a higher bitrate and you should be better off. Leafsboy11 asks, think what coffee or espresso maker do you have? Wow, that's a crazy, interesting question because no one's ever asked that. So I wanted to tell you, I do have it's called an Expo Bar Brutus 3 Rotary. I think that's like an old model now. I think they're on the Brutus 4 or Brutus 5 by now, but I still love it. Widger asks if Proactive was around when you had bad acne, as said in a previous asking from long time ago. Would you have used it? Actually, they did have Proactive way back then as well, and I did try it, and it just, didn't work at all. Rainbow Star 140 said, what would be your thoughts when you saw in the news there's a high-speed chase and the car being chased was a donut truck? Well, first of all, it's funny. We don't see those here ever on TV. I mean, I would guess that the last time someone in New York saw a high-speed chase in quotes, on TV was when they were chasing O.J. Simpson. It has to be a national high-speed chase sort of thing in order for it to reach here because there's so much traffic in New York that we don't have high-speed anything. Nova Cat asks, was there any snow in New York City on Christmas? No. We actually haven't. I mean, we had one day where we got some snow. Didn't stick, but it was snowing, But it's been really unseasonably warm this winter. The next person asks, hey Vink, I'm pretty new to your channel and I was wondering what series of yours do you consider the best, or which would you say I should watch first? Definitely Things Lab. I think that it is my best series. It's the one I work the hardest on, or the most on. I put the most time into it, and I think that it's my best series. I also very much like my Noodle Planet Survival. Fabsome Sponge Girl asks, how many years did your wife spend in college? Well, technically in college, she spent 4 years like everyone else, but then there was 4 years of medical school, and now she's in her 5th year of residency. So it's been a long educational path. Sheena1234ization asks, think, how come your account picture is outdated? Most of your thumbnails have the new think, if you know what I mean. Well, my account picture, you mean my avatar on YouTube, is that one piece of art that goes with my channel header with Kopi on it and the Think Noodles noodle writing. And I'm gonna leave it because that's just the avatar I've always had, and the new think on the thumbnails is just something different. Kia Chulov says, think when you answer questions, do you choose the questions and then answer them off the top of your head while recording, or do you choose the questions and write down the answers on a piece of paper and read that paper while recording? Also, do you choose questions you want to answer, or do you pick questions randomly? I choose the questions I want to answer, and then I answer them off the top of my head while recording. I do take screenshots of every question, and if you guys want to see how I answer them, and when they come on my screen and all that stuff. Check the raw recording in the description below, and you can see what's actually on my screen when I'm doing it. Nova Cat asks, did you adopt Kobe or was she a puppy in a litter? Well, technically all puppies are puppies in a litter, but yeah, we got Kobe from a breeder. We did not adopt her from a shelter. Emily plays. AJ says, think, have you ever played Animal Jam? You know, I've been seeing this a lot lately, and it's weird because I used to see it a lot, and then I didn't see it for a while, and now I'm seeing it a lot again. I don't know if Animal Jam has had a content update or something like that that's made it more popular. And look, it had 11 upvotes too, but no, I've never played it. Fulgur Nagru asks, think, why don't you kick the inactive players so more players can enjoy your clan? Well, I have. I've just a couple so far, like I think 2, and I think probably in total, maybe about 8 or 9 other people have simply left the clan. I also kicked out someone for swearing, but there's this weekend is not a really good weekend to judge people's activity levels because of family and the holidays and stuff. But I'm going to keep adding the clan wars and keeping an eye on who isn't attacking. And then, yeah, I will remove those players so that more people can join. Also, the people who only receive troops and never give any out, that are always taking, I'll probably remove those as well. The next person asked, think, is the Clash of Clans series going to last forever? It very well might. I do enjoy it, and I think it's going to take me a really long time to get up to something like Town Hall 9 or 10, and it's fun. I like playing it. So the thing is, though, what I may do is, because the upgrades are getting further and further apart, taking longer and longer, so what I may start doing is making it only once a week. I mean, not terribly soon, but within the next month or so, it'll probably go to once a week. Sue P says, think, since the audio for the latest Think Thursday is messed up, I couldn't hear you, but you said something about Think Thursday on New Year's Day. Will it be a live stream? Will it be at night? Noodle on. No. So what I was saying in it, just because I was trying out my new headphones and I just didn't do the mic correctly. It was just mixed directly with the game sound, which didn't work at all. Yes, Think Thursday is gonna be on Thursday, January 1st. But it's, wait. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, right. It is going to be on Thursday, but it'll be in the morning. It'll be at, the normal time, 3 a.m. Penguin time, just as usual. The next couple of people talk about how I retweet tweets during Think Thursday, and how do I do it? Do I edit it out or anything? No, Club Penguin is not a very big window when I have it open to make it, full size or whatever for 720p. So I just have my Twitter client alongside on the left-hand side, and whenever I see something like people's photos or something funny that they say about Think Thursday, I just click the retweet button while I'm commentating. The next couple of people noticed something on the latest Things Live. I wasn't even sure you guys would notice, but you did, and I should have known. I did expect you guys to notice, and it wasn't really a surprise when you did. But yeah, the clouds look different, and the reason that I changed it is I saw a thread on Reddit where someone's like, "Hey, I can't run shaders, but I put on these this custom sky in Optifine and use these images, and it looks awesome." So I was like, let me try it. And I love the way that it looked. It just gave it a more realistic feeling, and I just left it. And a few other people noticed something in that video as well. And I've actually had the mod on for a couple of videos, but I haven't really knocked anything on the floor yet, so you wouldn't really have noticed unless you were looking very closely in previous videos. But it was that the drops lay flat instead of spinning. And that is a special mod called the Item Physics mod. And it's just awesome. I love the way that things land on the floor and sit there. You guys would have noticed it. The video that I put it on first was the one with Kevin's TNT balloon. So if you go back and watch that video, you'll see that the redstone is like when I throw out the redstone inside the submarine, they lay flat on the ground. Daniel Hadi asks, can you make a crazy craft world map? And I think you mean a world download? Yes, as soon as my house is completed, I will. Paul Sandus says, think, on episode 25 of Things Lab, you said Kevin was running late and you thought he lived there. Now on the most recent Things Lab, he does live there. It makes no sense. Well, in that video, that would be the Christmas Eve one, and I guess the one with Albert in it. He does not technically live there. Well, actually, you know, I guess he does because he does have his room downstairs, but he was sleeping with all the other minions. They were having a sleepover for Christmas. That's why we had that one bedroom with all the minions in it. PYB6 says, hey, Think Noodles, I need your help. I just got Minecraft and I think I broke it. I changed the controls to toggle camera view and stuff, and when I turn left and right, it goes really slow. So you've turned on cinematic mode. So go into your controls and look under where cinematic is and either change that key or remember what key it is, and then press it once and it'll go back to normal. CJI asks, why aren't you wearing your 1.8 skin? I remember you showed it to us about a year ago. It looked awesome. Good question. I showed you like the beginning or what I had started working on for the skin, and I had a hard time with orienting my gloves. But anyway, and then I just didn't do anything with it because I was running the Noodle Planet. Was I running it on a snapshot? I don't remember. Or I think if I uploaded the skin and I was on 1.7 prior to 1.7.9, then it messed up my skin or something like that. And I never put it back on. So yeah, I think I'll do that in the next Noodle Planet. The Electronic Cross says, how do you change point of views? For example, think to copy. Well, those are just scenes and edit points. So I'll do something as me, and then if I want to switch to say Kopi, I'll make a custom. I'll go and hide Kopi, the dog, the wolf, I guess, trained wolf, dog, whatever. Anyway, hide her. Then I will I morph into her because I already have a morph for a dog. And then I will make a custom NP of myself where I was standing when I want to cut angles. And then I continue as Kopi walking toward me or something like that. Jack Asensio says, think this is the phone you have in Things Lab even do anything. No, it doesn't actually do anything. It's just for looks. Angela Liu asks, can you please do another behind the scenes for Things Lab? I could, but I don't really know what to do. I mean, the editing is so complicated now. I mean, it's really, really hard for me to think of what I would do, because in the past, like when I did the Wizard of Oz one, I didn't really do multiple camera angles from different people's views or anything. It was all from my view and that sort of thing, and it was almost kind of a straight through. But now I do so many edits and camera angles and cuts and things, and it's really hard to think of a way to make a video for that. Alexa CS says, think I have the flu. I'm panicking. What do I do? Please hold me. No, 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 no. Get away. I don't want the flu. Elemental Emblem says, also, I've been getting a lot of paper cuts this month, and I was wondering, when you get a paper cut, what do you do? Well, I don't get them very often. What I do, it's like, oh, my finger. Oh, like that. Like a girl, I guess. Or no, I guess not like a girl, because girls are tough, but like, I don't know, like a baby. Ow. All right, guys, then that's it for this episode of Ask Think. Don't forget to leave your comments below so I can have something to answer next week. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, Noodle on!